So, we finally get a synopsis of Jon Favreau's upcoming Star Wars TV show coming for the DC streaming service. Which, again, I don't think I'm going to be able to afford, which sucks because it looks like, the two things I want to watch on there are going to be very cool Star Wars-centric stuff. Obviously, doing the final season of Clone Wars, and, not to mention, this. Because this sounds like a cool idea. This really sounds like a cool, like a cool idea of what they're doing. And yeah, it's being called The Mandalorian, which we knew that it was going to focus earlier in the year. Favreau did reveal that it was going to take place with the Mandalorians post Return of the Jedi. And the synopsis is really cool. It's basically a lone Mandalorian gunfighter is traveling through the Outer Rim while Mandalore itself is repairing from the damage of a post-Imperial rule. And we're seeing it from this Mandalorian's eyes, and it's in a time period of no Empire and no First Order. So, yeah, this is pretty cool. This pretty much is like Good, the Bad, and the Ugly, but in space. I like that. I like that this is going to be like a Western in space. And honestly, this is a neat time to really play with this universe. To really play with this universe, because it is set 7 years. I think 6-7 years after Return of the Jedi. So we would still be in a transitional period for Mandalore. Remember, in the Star Wars new continuity, a lot of the Mandalorian clans were fighting the Empire. But there were other Mandalorians who were still subservient to the Empire outside of Clan Saxon. Now, I don't know if they revealed this in some novel or something. Maybe I missed something, and I already can hear the click-clacking of either Joel Davis or Red Leader's keyboards away already to tell me how wrong I am. But I think they never really established of who won the Civil War between, the Empire and the clans under Bo-Katan. Which, by the way, can we talk about real quick the whole thing of Bo-Katan being treated like a King Arthur type character among the clans? We're basically, serving the rule, serving under and trying to build up a former terrorist as a hero. Let's not forget that a lot of her attacks with Death Watch killed a lot of innocent civilians. She also initially went with the idea of working alongside Maul and Savage and and the rest of their group, of their syndicate. So yeah, she did turn against them later on, but she was very complicit as long as Pre Vizsla was there. So she was she was there to cause all of that, and then suddenly, oh no, since you're Satine's long-lost sister, we'll just serve under you. So yeah, and I understand Mandalorians are really, are warlike, but sure, whatever, I guess we'll just have a former terrorist, who's killed men, women, and children, be the honorable one against the Empire. Sure, why not? So it's going to be interesting to see, where this show takes place. It'd also be kind of cool if we could get Katie Sackhoff to play Bo-Katan in live action. That'd be kind of neat. So is Bo-Katan in control now that the Empire's gone? Is there still an Imperial remnant? It's going to be... I'm curious to see where they're going to go with that. And are there other clans, are there clans who are very inspired by Death Watch? Are there clans who are not really working with Bo-Katan? Like I said, Mandalore, out of all the other planets, is going to be the most cool to see of what the transitional period is between, the New Republic, which I would imagine not a lot of Mandalorians would be cool with. It was like, yeah, we already, the last time we tried to work with the Republic, didn't really work out for us, and then we had the Imperial rule for a while, and now you want us to join a New Republic? Yeah, fuck that. Fuck that. Fuck that. So, that's going to be cool to see. What I'm also excited to see is that this is going to take place with the Outer Rim. And the Outer Rim is kind of post Return of the Jedi. We're also at a very transitional state there, as much as it is with the Empire no longer around. Basically, we now have no Jabba. And remember, Jabba Jabba the Hutt was pretty much the kingpin of the Outer Rim. We still have Black Sun, and I would imagine Black Sun is going to be a big factor in this. I would have no doubt. But yeah, without now with Jabba the Hutt gone, I would imagine that a lot of groups, including Black Sun, are now vying for control. A lot of them are going to be still vying for control in what was left of, the Hutt-controlled space of the Outer Rim. I would also imagine that this would also be where we get more of the Guarvian Death Gang and Kenja Club, which I really want to see more of the Guarvian Death Gangs as well as Kenja Club. I want to see more of those guys, and I have no doubt that we're probably going to see them, and they're going to be a main focal point of this. But like I said, I feel like Black Sun is going to be the major contender for controlling a lot of the space at this time. I'd be shocked if they didn't. Because the moment they found out Jabba was dead, they would be scooping up territory left and right. Because now their major competitor's gone. And also, maybe we could see Prince Caesar? Maybe? Just saying. Caesar? Maybe we could see him? Just saying. Anywho. What else did I want to say about this? But we're looking at it from a perspective of a Mandalorian who is not any of the Fets. He has no relation to the Fets, but he's kind of like outside of his clan, apparently. And he's just taking jobs. So I guess the initial idea. I have this sneaking suspicion that that Jon Favreau wanted to make this a Boba Fett TV show, but he couldn't. But because of reasons with the heads at Star Wars, they wouldn't let him. So I got this sneaking suspicion that this was meant to be a Boba Fett TV show, but they wouldn't let him. So now he had to just make it with a different character. I don't know if that was the case, but I got a strong suspicion that that was the initial idea, but they said no, so he's like, fine, I'll just use a different Mandalorian. I'll just make up one of my own. How about that? So that's my theory, so who knows? But yeah, Favreau's also talked about how this is going to be a little darker, and I could use a little more darkness in Star Wars these days. It'd be nice to... Well, actually, no, I have seen a lot of dark stuff in Disney. Yeah, Disney-era Star Wars can get dark. I forgot, Karen Gillan's Darth Vader got pretty dark at points, and so did some of the Star Wars comics, even in the movies. Remember, Rogue One had its seriously messed up moments. So, yeah, what am I saying? Disney-era Star Wars can have its good amount of darkness. What the fuck was I going with that? But I could use, a cool space western. I always dug like space westerns. So, yeah, I'm totally all in on this idea for The Mandalorian. I really want to see, post-Imperial rule Mandalore. I really want to see, post-Jabba era, gangs. And, I want to see where we are with the New Republic, because again, it's been 7 years since the fall of the Empire. I would imagine even 7 years, the New Republic still, everyone's kind of leery of them, and a lot of planets would be like, yeah, what the fuck? You've just created a new government, and you want us to be part of it? The last time we were part of a government, it turned out to be an empire. And maybe we'll see, maybe we'll get I doubt we'll get, the makings of the First Order in here. I really doubt that we'll get anything of the First Order. I'd be shocked if we did. I'd be really shocked if we got anything with the First Order, but I sincerely doubt it. I just really want this to be a cool space western. I want this to be a cool, gritty space western, so that's pretty much all I really want to ask for. So, yeah, I'm excited for this. Too bad I can't watch it because I'm a poor bastard and I can't afford this. So, yeah, friggin' streaming service. Anyway, so you guys tell me in the comments below, what do you guys think of The Mandalorian? Are you guys excited? Are you guys not? What do you guys want to see with post-Mandalore? And what do you think of post-Outer Rim laws? Just comment below, let me know. Once again, I hope you all enjoyed this, and I'm out.